guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dayla. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a hairstylist, I'm a makeup artist, and today's video is about how I went from really terrible hair in high school to now having very healthy, and do y'all see that shine? To having healthy, shiny hair. Okay, so let me get set up and I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna talk to you guys about 5 ways to have healthy hair. Okay, now I'm doing this video because I was just thinking about how my hair used to be and how I wish my hair was the way it is now. So when I was in high school, I used to dye my hair all the time. I started when I was in the 8th grade, I want to say. I got my hair done for the first time with a hairstylist. So it was professionally done. It looked really good. It still felt normal. It still felt good. It didn't feel like, you know, very brittle or anything, because I did do a lot of blonde chunks in my hair. And I also did like red and blonde. It was really pretty. I loved it. And I just kind of fell in love with getting my hair done. And to look up, I think it was on Pinterest, people who had pink hair, people who had colorful hair, because I wanted to do that. I wanted to be that girl who got her hair done, all these fun colors, because I felt like that's who I was. I just had a passion for colorful hair, colored hair. Like, I just loved it. Like, I loved the fact that you can color your hair, like that you can transform it, that you can just do anything. I loved it. My grandma did not let me dye my own hair for a long time. She's like, no, you can't do it. You know, later when you get older, you can make that decision, but right now you cannot do your own hair. So I'm like, okay, because I'm watching YouTube, I'm looking at videos, I'm learning how to do my own hair, and I'm like, I can do this. I know what products you have to go pick up. I know where to get it, like, and I can do my own hair. Number 1, don't shampoo your hair every day, okay? So for healthy hair, you do not need to shampoo your hair every day. And as y'all can see, my hair shines now. I have dyed the back. All of this back here is a chocolate color, and then right here in the front is some blonde. Now my blonde right here is not damaged either, because what I did was I put a 20 volume. I did not put a higher volume than that, so it only lifted 2 levels. But what I'm trying to tell you guys is, like, if you put a 20 volume and you leave it on longer, then you're gonna get your desired look without damaging your hair. You want your hair to look good at the end of the day. You want the color to be pretty. Products are not gonna help you. You can use a product, but at the end of the day, the product can work better with natural hair. Just because I've noticed it myself with my own hair, because I've used products whenever my hair was like damaged, and it didn't really do much for me. Products work great, yes, for styling, for heat protectant, for all those things, for helping to, you know, moisturize the hair and stuff, but they only work great for what condition your hair is in. So if your hair is damaged, your hair is damaged. You know what I'm saying? Like, products can't help that. They can't reverse anything. So that's something that people think, that products can reverse the damage, but it doesn't reverse the damage. Like, that's what people don't understand. So the main thing that you can do is let your hair grow out. Okay, so like I said, you know, there was girls and they had beautiful shiny hair, and I never understood why their hair was shiny and mine wasn't. I didn't know if it was products. I didn't know if it was the color. I didn't know, and now I know, because my hair is so shiny, you guys. Healthy hair is shiny hair. Okay, so let me tell y'all how I got there. So first, what I did was I grew my hair out. I started from scratch. I let my hair grow out because it took about maybe 1.5 years or so, or a year. Y'all, a year is not that long. It will go by fast. It will go by quick. Unless you're young, like really, really young, the years do not go by as quick. Okay, feel that you must wash your hair every day. Take half of your head. You could take half, or you could take a small piece right here. This is all that you need to wash. Don't wash the rest of it. But if you feel like it's just looking oily, like, or you just feel like you have to wash it, use dry shampoo. If your hair starts getting oily, and you're like, I know I could go another day, you know, without washing it, I would suggest getting dry shampoo from your hairstylist or from Sally's Beauty. You guys, I'm not advertising or getting paid for Sally's Beauty, but I've worked there and I know their products are good. I know a lot about their products. I've used them myself and I literally love them. Like, I'm like, if you're somebody who likes to take care of your hair and you also want to know things, you want to ask somebody something, but you don't really have a hairstylist because, you know, you just don't, let's say you kind of cut your own hair at home or something, go to Sally's. Sally's will have color, they will have, and they have good stuff. You don't want to go and get box dye. Like, I don't know you guys, but box dye has a lot of stuff in it that I don't think is good for your hair. I don't really know what's in it. I can't really tell you the facts because I don't know. But at the same time, I went to school for this. And at school, this is what I was taught. Do not get box hair dye. That stuff is not good for your hair. It could have a lot more ammonia than the products at Sally's or than the products that your hairstylist is using. Just doing stuff more professionally and also using professional product is better for you. Okay, the reason why I say that is because shampoo, it has wax in it, and wax builds up on your hair, and that's just not good for your hair. Okay, but shampoo from Sally's is pH balanced, so it's good for your hair, and it doesn't have wax in it. And you know, like, that's something that you have to kind of realize. Like, you have to kind of look into that stuff yourself, do some research, and then you'll see why it's better for you. But this is just stuff that I've been told and other hairstylists have taught me or told me from when I went to school. This is just stuff that I learned, so I'm trying to inform you guys so that you guys can have pretty and beautiful hair. Okay, so that's why so I would definitely recommend getting a shampoo from your hairstylist or from your from Sally's, but your hairstylist is going to know what's best for your hair. Now Sally's, they do have people that sometimes know, they went to school as a cosmetologist, so sometimes they do know what's good for your hair, and they've also used products, so they will know. Sometimes, like, your stylist will know more. Support that person. Whoever you go to, support them 100%. But let's say it's not in your budget, then okay. But if you can't afford it, then buy it from them. Help them out, because that's helping them pay their bills at the end of the day. You can't go a long time without washing your hair. Once your hair starts looking oily and flat and just dirty and it stinks, you need to wash your hair. Don't ever go that long to the point where it starts stinking, okay? Because you can get dandruff from oily hair, or you can get, or if you wash it too much, you can get dandruff from dry scalp. So you guys have to kind of realize that, okay? That's number one. Don't shampoo every day, but shampoo when needed, and have a good shampoo, and also use a dry shampoo, okay? To help you kind of last longer from washing your hair every day. Because another thing, you guys, is you're washing out the oils in your hair, the natural oils. When you have those natural oils, this is what gives you that beautiful shine in your hair, and it also just makes sure it's good for your hair, you know? Number 2, products for curly and straight hair, okay? You want to make sure that you're putting on a leave-in conditioner. You need a leave-in conditioner for 2 different types of hair. For light hair, actually more than 2 different types of hair. For curly hair, for straight hair and for very thick hair, okay? Because there's leave-in shampoos, no, there's leave-in conditioner that's like a cream that you can put in thick hair, okay? Straight hair, there's sprays. There's a misting spray, a light one that has no like oils in it. So something like that would be good for straight hair, thin hair. Products for curly hair. You need to constantly make sure that your hair is hydrated for curly hair. Curly hair needs to be hydrated at all times, and it will give you that beautiful curl that you want. There's so many different products, you guys. You just have to go out there, search stuff up, and look at videos. I have a video as well on how to, products for my curly hair. So I would just say, make sure that you have a leave-in conditioner. Make sure that you're masking your hair every 2 days, 2 days of the week or so, or every 2 days, something like that. Just look on the back, but always get a mask, because a mask is gonna be good for your hair, especially if you have curly hair. Or let's say you have thin hair, but your hair is a little damaged. It will help to kind of give you that hydration that you're needing. Use a heat protectant when you're gonna use, even whenever you're not gonna use a straightener or a curling iron, I would still use heat protectant, because it can help you kind of protect your hair from the sun during the summer. Especially because the sun can damage your hair, you guys. The sun actually can dye your hair. Like, it can kind of like give you natural highlights. Sorry. But use a heat protectant when you're using a straightener or curling iron or whatever you're using, and when you're using the blow dryer. That's very important as well. Okay, number 3, don't use heat all the time. You guys, give your hair a break. Okay, when it was me, I was straightening and curling my hair all the time, and that is also what takes the curl out of your hair. If you have curly hair, if you have straight hair, then take a break from curling your hair all the time, because if you don't, then your hair is gonna get damaged, and it being straight, it might have like, you can get like split ends and stuff. It just doesn't look cute, and then you'll see like little white dots because you burned your hair and you have split ends. So that's just what I totally recommend, is to give your hair a break, as much as you can. Another thing I would recommend, you guys, is to blow dry your hair more often than straightening and then curling your hair. Round brush it. Find something. There's so many products out there, like tools that you can use that has a brush and a blow dryer in one. Use something like that, because those things are good for you, and you're not putting as much damage to your hair, because you're not literally going straight on your hair with the iron. On your hair would be better. Number 4, a haircut or a trim every 6 weeks. Cut off the baggage, you guys. Don't sit here like, yes, I understand you want to grow your hair out. It's fine to grow your hair out, but cutting your hair is healthy for you. It keeps your hair healthy. You're cutting off old baggage, old stress, whatever, because you're just kind of like bringing old stuff with you, and you don't want to do that. Cut off the bad vibes, you know what I mean? I'm not saying cut off your hair completely, but just get a little trim every 6 weeks at least. Okay, it's important. It is important, because it helps to take off split ends. It helps to take off little burnt ends. It just helps. Okay. Number 5, coloring too much. Don't color your hair so much, you guys. If you want to do your own hair at home, and you're the type of person who does your hair at home and you experiment with your hair, give your hair a break. Be careful with it. Don't color so much, because that's what I would do. I would grow it out, color it, and then sometimes still color it after that color faded, and then color and color and color. So, but it's more better to go to a hairstylist. But sometimes your hairstylist might not be a good hairstylist. I'll tell you how. So, a hairstylist who cares about you, she's not gonna sit here and say, yeah, I'm gonna give you a blonde when your hair is the blackest that it can get. No. And then taking you to a blonde and damaging your hair. That is not a good hairstylist, you guys. If she doesn't care about your hair, she doesn't care about you. She's just worried about the money, okay? And the only reason why I say that is because, you know, you want someone who is a hairstylist who is going to, and it's okay to give people chances, but they have to be precautious, and you got to make sure that's the type of hairstylist that you want. And someone who's going to be precautious with your hair, and that's going to have the best interest for you to make sure that they don't damage your hair, that your hair is still healthy, that it still feels good. And yeah, color should be every 6 weeks at least. You don't want to color it every 3 weeks. Like, try not to get something that's so high maintenance. It's good to, like, if you want to, that's fine. But if you have thin hair, again, you guys, if you have thin hair, short hair, you got to be careful with those things, because if you're getting your hair colored every 3 weeks, get something that's not as high maintenance. Now, if you're going to do something that's high maintenance, I would say don't do it for a long time. You know what I mean? Like, let's say, let's say you want to go all blonde all over and you have black hair. The only reason why I'm saying this, you guys, is because if you have black hair and you go blonde all over, you're gonna have to keep on making sure that you go back every so often, just so that you can keep coloring the roots. Sometimes you have to be careful. I would say if you're someone who has dark hair and you want blonde in your hair, just do blonde literally on the top. Just do blonde on the top. Do not do blonde at the bottom. I would say, but if you're the type of person who wants to put your hair up and you want to see blonde whenever you put your hair up, then tell them, hey, I want a couple pieces at the bottom and I want the top done. And that's it. I don't want the rest of it done. I don't want the middle done. Because what it does is your hair's damaged. And you have dark hair, so it's more high maintenance. And it's also going to take a long time sitting there to do your hair, unless you have, you know, not as thick hair. But I have thick hair, so for me, like I said, if I'm going to get my hair done with balayage, I'm not, or like highlights or whatever I'm going to get, I'm not going to sit here and get something that's going to be so much to the point that my hair doesn't feel good. I always look at what's going to be best for my hair. Is my hair still going to feel good after this? And is it worth it? Because I know what I went through before. I've had my hair damaged before, and it's better to just do the top, because even if the top is damaged, at least the bottom still feels good. So the rest of your hair is still going to feel good. Always try to get something that's going to be healthy for your hair. Like dark hair, like dark colors. Like let's say you want to go chocolate brown or something like that. Those colors are good colors to do on darker hair, because then it's like, okay, I didn't, damage it as much. That's why back here my hair is still shiny and it's still pretty, because my hair I didn't go dramatic. Because you're opening the cuticle of your hair. Every time you open the cuticle of your hair, you can damage it by lifting too much, by pulling out too much pigment. If you're using lightener, your hair tends to get dried out, you lose your shine. If you look at pictures now of girls in the hair and what's trending, like the balayage, if you put more dark in your hair and you put a little bit of pops of light color, then it gives you a lot of dimension. Like, it gives you this effect of like shiny hair. It's because they have healthy hair. They're not putting too much color on their hair. And that's how you know that the hairstylist is taking care of your hair. So, and light hair. Now, people who have lighter hair and their blonde comes out great because their hair is light already. So they're not having to pull out too much pigment. And their color just comes out really, really beautiful and bright. And also, if you have thin hair, you gotta be careful with putting a lot of blonde throughout your hair, because sometimes it can make you look bald-headed, because especially if you're putting a lot of blonde. I remember seeing somebody I knew and they had a lot of blonde because they wanted white blonde, and right here in the middle of their head they look bald-headed. Also, it just makes your hair look thinner if you put more blonde in it whenever you have thin hair. So that's something you have to be careful with. So those are the 5 healthy ways to have healthy hair. Those are just like things that I've learned throughout my experiences. So that is something I wanted to let you guys know. I hope that you guys liked this video. I'm sorry that I rambled so much and I was kind of a little bit everywhere. But thank you guys so much. I hope that you liked this video. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below something that you can tell me. Something that you can tell me that you do that's healthy for your hair. What, or if it's one of these on the list that you already knew. Did you already know that, you know, not to shampoo your hair every day? Did you already know to put leave-in conditioner in your hair? Did you already know to give your hair a break from heat? Did you already know to get a haircut every 6 weeks? Did you already know not to color your hair too much? Let me know down below in the comments below, you guys. And please turn on that bell, notification bell, so every time that I post a video, you guys will be notified. Thank you guys for watching, and yes, go check in the description below, and I will there's a video there from whenever the products that I use in my hair for curly hair. So yeah, go check that out, you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.